Good evening. It's evening here. I'm not exactly sure what time it is where you're from, but I'm here to chat live stream about two ducks and one heart. It's kind of the pool life ducks. These ducks, year after year, come back and hang out at the pool. And this year a little bit more. It's kind of the male mallard had to put out some more courtship. Seemed like he got all the right moves, met his partner, and yeah, they got pretty excited hanging out in the pool here and stuff. And they've been together for a good couple weeks. And then I'm not exactly sure what's happened. I don't know if it's the same one. I've tried with looking at the pictures and then taking other pictures of when he's back here. If it's the same one, mallards, ducks in general all look pretty much the same. So there's a few of them that look slightly different from being wounded or attacked or size, years, age. But yeah, these two for a good couple weeks, day after day, come back, hung out in the pool, swam around, made love, had some fun in the pool, and just enjoyed a lot just hanging out by the side in the sun. And pool's still not open, so he still comes here pretty much every day, hangs out for a little bit, swims around, quacks, and takes a rest and then flies off. So, but yeah, let's move forward here. We'll get into the video, and I'll just scrub through it, or stop. I guess I'll just stop it at certain sections. Excuse me. And yeah, I'll tell a little bit about how I went about it. So, here we go. All right, so let's start the video. Got the friends in the backyard again. Mallard ducks. Love couple. I'll show you some clips right here. All right, so I walked in the backyard, and they're both just pretty much just chilling there on the edge of the pool, and enjoying the sun. And the warm tarp keeps the ground warm. So I set up the camera probably about 20-ish feet away, laid down on the ground, and tried to get some real low, their eye level, pretty much photos. I did like them at first. Now I'm kind of I don't know, they're all right. The grass is just kind of a little bit more in the way, but got video. Obviously that's what you're starting to watch, is a video and some photos. For this one, I was using the R7 with the 70-200 with the 2x extender and 4K video. And then we'll go through the photos once they're there, scrub through the video, and then we'll use my hand like pointing there, but yeah, we'll go over the settings and stuff that I had for the photos. All right, so run the clip here until we get to the photo section. they're both pretty relaxed with me being there. Not really sure what she was hearing here or looking at. Maybe the movement from me behind, but I think my color grading changed there a little bit on the video. Alright, so that's that. The opening, and now we can go to maybe, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to figure out which way I want to do this. Well, I'll show the photos this way in the video, and at the end of that, because then we'll go into another angle, then I can go over the photos, hopefully. Okay, yeah, let's do that. His head popped up here a bit as he kind of heard something, and he had some feathers stuck in his mouth. Beak. So, transition here. So, this is the first photo, and like I said, I'm still in the same position, laying on my chest. I had the camera down on the ground with the beanbag underneath the lens, so it's a pretty good position. My settings are not where they normally are. Hold on one sec. Well, I didn't set that up properly. For some reason, I didn't put the information in there. All right, so this one here, starting out, is, like I said, Canon R7 with the 70-200 2.8 with the 2x extender teleconverter on it, which sets it at 5.6, but I shot this one at f8 at 1/1000th of a second, ISO 800, I believe. ISO 800, yes. So 400 mil equivalent with the crop sensor, APS-C sensor, I think is about 8, 2, 3. Geez, I don't know. Where can I do that? want to say it's 860, but let me just work on that right now. Not crazy important, but where are your... Sorry, I just trying to get this app up. Okay, so at 400 is it's at 200 with the 200 mil, and then the 2x extender is 400 times 1.6 because that's the crop, 640. I think that's what I said, but I was thinking 8 for some reason. Okay, anyways, so yeah, 640, some all the way extend out, and we can move to the next photo, and this whole section's the same. So his head just starts to come up. It's a good possibility at this point. Why either one of them were looking, or him at this point, is because the shutter itself, it's not really a shutter, but the curtain goes up and down as I have it on first curtain. I believe this was not mechanical. Manual metering pattern. Yes, I do not have that information, but I was definitely I've had the camera now, so it's 5th. I had it for 2 months, March. End of March, April, May, yeah, so 2 months. And I had been going back and forth through so many settings because of the rolling shutter. I didn't really get a whole lot of that. I ended up having more problems with the focusing. And learning the settings on that camera has definitely been a chore. So, but at this point, I was on first curtain. They're pretty good with me in the backyard. They're not really overly, I mean, you get too close, they do fly off, but more than anything, and through this video you can see, I don't know if it really 100% shows how close I am to them, but at one point I'm pretty much about 5-6 feet away from them, so they're not really too nervous. So yeah, so I'm not really sure where I was at. Again, forgot already. I guess those settings and stuff like that. If they're a little more skittish or take off or deal more with like smaller birds and stuff that are, again, not really too used to being around humans or being that close to them, then take off. So tend to have it in, that was where I was at, is electronic mode. Again, that way you don't hear the curtain going up and down, much like with my 1DX Mark II. Some birds really kind of good position, and then as soon as they hear the mirror go up and down, the shutter go up and down, they take off because of the noise. Especially on my 1DX, when I fire off good amount of shots, it just sounds like a little rapid gun going off, you know. So anyways, this is the next one in the sequence. He's kind of got his head coming up a little bit more. Still got that feather stuck in his beak. And there he kind of turns, starts to... It's possible as a camera. I'm not really sure if it was just that or other noises. So we're over to the female. And the female on these settings now, I believe, are pretty much the same. 400 mil, so it's 640, f8, ISO 800, and 1/1000 of a second. On that one, and this one here, I wish I'd set this up better, but I did not. I believe this is down to 1/500th of a second. Yeah, so it's still f8, ISO 800, 1/500th of a second, and zoom back a bit. I'm at 235 millimeters. So where are we at that? That's about 400 then, I guess. 235 times 1.6, just 376, so just shy of 400. So if I was with the 1DX, then I would be almost maxed out at 400. So I go here, and that is the same. I think this one has info. 1/500th of a second, f8, yeah, so it's in that one. Size info, source, file. Okay. f8, ISO 800, 1/500th of a second, and this is at 330 millimeters. I'm not gonna work on converting that. It's just over 400. Next one is the same, but we're back a little bit more. So here we moved theirs. That one's the same. Somehow it got darker. Now I jump to the other side. So we'll go back to the video. And then we can play that part of the video, which should start there. Okay, here we go. That photo was already ahead of the video. Or I'm ahead of it. Anyways, as we're still back on this side here. Yeah, it was pretty chill this day. It wasn't too cold out. About 10 Celsius that is over here, Canada. So it's a bit windy. That's what was making it fresh. You can even see on the male mallard there as feathers blowing a little bit. Yes, it got a little darker there. Maybe, I think the sun went behind the clouds, behind a cloud. But we were just chilling, just moving around a little bit. Just let sit there for good parts of the day, as long as I'm not in the backyard making too much noise or have to cut the grass or anything, and they just chill out. But scrub through this section. She's just got her eyes closed there, and come up. Move back a little bit here with the lens. I think I pulled back to about 200 there. This part here, she's heard something. And should now jump to the other side so we can watch that. Okay, so the photos, we jump to watch the photos. He got up, heard something. Could have been the movie. Okay, so we'll go through those two photos. That should be these ones that are up right now. I don't think that this is... It's not showing 100% on screen because it got her cut off a little bit for some reason. But yeah, when I went to take the stills here, when I was taking the video, the water it's nice and still in the pool, so great reflection. This great reflection. You know, it's not the greatest. They got the good old winter tarp that they're sitting on and feathers and leaves and everything in there, but you know, it gives, along with the dead grass back there. But yeah, so looks really good. Reflection wise, that one pulls it back a little bit. I think it's focusing more on him there. So this video at this point was taken with my Galaxy S24 on top of the camera, on top of my R7. That way I could get them in their motion doing what they're doing while also getting the still photos. I believe my settings for this, I should have set that up better, but normally I add all the information when I edit them in Lightroom and then export them JPEG with information. But somehow I didn't do it with these files. So he's standing up there. So we're ISO 800. Oh yeah, I'm down to 5.6, f5.6. Apertures come down 1/500th of a second, and I'm at 145 mil. So shooting about 200 there, equivalent in full frame. And the pool is 18 feet wide right here. 24 in the deep or in the shallow end, 18 in the deep. So yeah, it's typically what I'm away from them. I'm just leaning over a little bit over the water, not too much. Still needed to have the beanbag on the ground so I could rest the lens on it. Okay, so let's move through the next few photos. This was a vertical one of them. Let me just fix this. See, I keep having these. I don't know why. Sorry, this is what I'm always trying to get figured right out with OBS. Sometimes it messes up. Because I do my gaming stuff on it. So there and down. Where, how much we have there? Okay. That's about 90% of the photo. It's a little clipped on the bottom, but it's just water. So okay, so this photo of the female, that's definitely better. Same thing, love the reflection. I did do a Photoshop edit of this one, but I didn't include it in this video. I'm starting with newer videos right now, kind of adding some other not extremely edited, but just edited photos. I don't know if I have it, but I'll find it a bit later and then show it. I got rid of the shed. It was really too bad that I didn't really see that while I was taking the photo, but I could have moved probably a little bit more to my left, closer to the deep end, which would have moved the camera, or west. Also would have got more in front of her, more chest shot. But then it's a good possibility the fence might have showed up, because the fence is just not too far behind the shed, but I don't know. Anyways, I didn't do it. Let's move on to the next photo. Yeah, so I see him in this one. He started standing up, I guess, possibly again, like I said, from the camera, the noise from the curtain. Good, nice reflection there. See, and it's cut off a little bit. His head's about half an inch, or just over a centimeter, I guess, from the bottom, and it's cut off in the photo. I will just shrink it down a bit more, bring it over. Yeah, I'm off quite a bit. I didn't really think I was off that much. Is her tail is just in the photo. There, okay, so that's it right there. Okay, we'll transition to that. Yeah, that's better. I guess it's just because I don't keep it locked. I should lock it. On OBS, you can, once you got your scale of your window that you're showing, you can then lock it so it doesn't change. Of course, if I put the photo app, some Microsoft Photo, Windows Photo, Microsoft, same thing, on my display on my screen to the right, if I make it smaller or bigger, or full screen for that matter, then it wouldn't show right. Anyways, I have it to the right. Okay, so he's standing up there. He relaxed. I go back to the video. I think we've seen him sit down, or maybe I took the photos and then, yeah, well, once we go back to the video. So that's close up of a female. I believe at that point I pushed right into 400. He's standing up there. It says 140 there, but that's here. This one, yeah, 400 millimeters, which is 640 crop. 1/500 of a second. f/5.6, aperture is 5.6, and ISO 800. I pretty much stayed at 800. Couple more, all close up of her. I moved over to male mallard. Some close-ups of him. All right. So we'll go back to the video. And play it out so that you can see him sitting back down, and we'll move into the next part. See, I love that reflection. I guess it was a shed. There's the photo there. Let's see that one. This is all Samsung footage, S24 Galaxy. Yeah, so back for the video there. Sorry, I don't know if with the video playing how well my audio is over it. But yeah, I had the Samsung Galaxy S24. I think I lost the phone. I placed it on my car and took off after doing some video down by the lake. Anyways, that's another story, but that's gone. I mostly shot in a telephoto with the telephoto lens at 3x. That seemed to give me the best view of it, or perception, closest to where the camera would be when as camera is and being the R7 or the 1DX in length. It's a little wider, but and that was 4K 60 on Samsung, so it was pretty good. Okay, let's back to the video. This is the one photo there where I was close up to her, the female mallard. It's the male one. So yeah, this here he's swimming around. She's still chilling. He's doing some laps in the pool. This is pretty funny because pokes his head up. Again, I'm back on the other side. Oh, I should like and subscribe by all means. But yeah, I'd move back over. Sorry, I should really listen to my own video so that I know how well I speak over the audio. But yeah, I'd move back over to the west side of the pool, and I was even closer at this point to them. They were really chill with me being there. At this point, I was probably, like I said, about six feet away from her, and he was in the pool. He'd heard me wrestling around a bit, so I think maybe that's why he popped his head up. But yeah, well, we'll play the rest. Well, this next section of him just doing laps in the pool. The photos will come after that. All right, back to the video. Took me a bit too to come up with this beat. I found it on Pixel Bay is what I used. It was pretty good. I kind of thought it fit this. Just trying to get some shut eye, but she wonders what I'm doing, clicking away, making sounds. He's just doing laps. I don't know where he is right now. I think he's over on the right side of the screen, deep end. I have photos of him sitting on the diving board and laying there. And, have to show those too, but maybe I'll have those in another video. Those were, so this is 2 screen. Let me pause this for a second, give you an idea. So the left side right now is the R7. I'm videoing with the R7, and the right side is the Galaxy S24. So it could show the wider view, and then I could use the R7, get in tight, and focus on her. He was in the pool, so it was kind of with the phone. It was good. I was too low with the R7. I mean, I could lift up, which I believe at one point I do. But yeah, so it was good. So I did the split and get to see both. So, all right. Something got her attention here. So I don't think it was me at this point. And he's just chilling. He didn't really care. He was just doing the old spin-a-rama in the pool. Got some photos of him just paddling, spinning around. Not sure what she was listening to or hearing. Possibly I stilled the shutter or the curtain in the camera. She gets a little stretch on here. Couple more photos of him off on the other side. I'm sure sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with all the camera equipment. Tripod here, camera tripod there, and laying on the ground. And some of the footage after this, I ended up just leaving the R7 there recording, and then left for a bit just so that I get a little bit more relaxed and knew I wasn't there. He was just chilling down in the deep end there. He was spinning around. Oh, she jumps in, joins him. This part's pretty funny, because I had the one camera, so she jumped in the pool and went off to the shallow end side, to the left side. You can see in the right side video. And then he started to kind of like float into the R7 video on the left, and he was just looking at me like, what are you doing? I guess because maybe I was moving around a bit more, but plus I was trying to, so he was doing a little courtship there, even though he's already dabbing to the head. No, fully that's all courtship. I mean, spreading the wings, twinkle the tail, feathers, stuff like that. They're just floating around. And it's I like this part because on the R7, one on the left, you don't see them. And on the phone, on the Galaxy, it gives a wide view. So it worked out really good. And then coming up, don't know if I really need to. I'll let it play through. Still got 5 minutes. 9 minutes in total. Yeah, here this is where they come floating through the view of the R7 lens and stuff. Make their way to the deep end and kind of turn around and come back through again. It's pretty. I like that. It's pretty good. So. This is this whole section here, just pretty much just like I said earlier, I just left the camera, went to the front of the house, did a few things, and just let it kind of record away. And it got some great footage of them just swimming around and then coming in and out of the lens. Here they come back again right now. Through the scene of the R7 there. Takes a bit for it to focus. Let's focus. You get a little drink there. He's just following her around. Oop, 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 oop. Yeah, year after year they come back. I don't know if it's the same ones, probably not, because this guy really, you know, like I say, he did a lot of courtship to win her over and get her. But somehow they always find the pool year after year. Until I open it, well then they don't come back because the water gets chlorinated and it's hard on their feathers and their skin. So plus they know the color. Right now it's dirty black, and when it's open it's nice crystal blue. But back to photography, she ends up getting out here. I'm pretty much on my way coming back to the camera now from the front. You see the R7, you'll see pan over to the left, shake a bit because I got to grab the camera. Which you can see he's in the water and she's off to the left there, so. Still lots of leaves there. Fence looking pretty rough in the winter. Now that I noticed sitting here watching the video. Yeah, I don't know how long. Maybe I'll just scrub through it a little bit till he makes his way there. Oh, I just panned over, but I put a swirl on it in a video. Oh, another little ballet stretch. Probably about 40 feet-ish away, I guess the cameras are at this point. Flowing in the camera. Yeah, maybe 30. 20, 18-ish. 24 in the shallow end here. I'm a little bit more towards the shallow end, so plus 10 feet of the grass. So, yeah, 30-ish feet. Nice. I know. Actually, I never even asked anybody in chat how the video looks, or even how the audio is. I'll go back to chat. Yeah, just another good song here. I kind of was a little more mellow on this side. He was just chilling in the water, and she's just drying herself, pruning herself, and all ready to relax again. Sits right on the edge of the pool. I guess that way they know that they can just lean forward and flop in, or have that little bit extra room to lift off and fly instead of having to be a little farther back. Maybe I don't really know why. Just that's what I. A lot of times the females like to sit right on the edge like that. He's doing some head dunking. I believe he's gonna make his way out. I don't have, there's one or two photos I think I have on them on this side. I can't remember if they're in the video or not. Let's fast forward a little bit. No, it was just sat there and focused. The one camera on her and the cell phone there. Oh yeah, let's pan over a little bit to show him on this side. Back is sore. Certainly the angle wasn't that good. So close out there. Let's go back over here. All right, big view of my mug. So that was the end of the video there. Yeah, I didn't really have any other photos from being on that side. And that was just the close out there, my outro. But yeah, if chat's got any questions or you guys have any other questions, always leave a comment down below in the main video of the two ducks, one heart, poolside, pool life, poolside, pool life. And with that, I guess I will close out. Moving the time to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. Until, I keep saying but yeah, until probably winter. Daylight's solid pretty much right until 9 now, so I kind of like to be out later shooting, or as the weather gets better, eventually just being in the pool myself. It's not all about the ducks, they don't get the pool for the summer, so yeah. But got a couple great videos coming up. Oh, absolute bangers. I was just absolutely blown away. So look forward to those. And like I said, every Wednesday will be 9 p.m. Eastern. I think I'm going to set up a schedule. But we'll see. And yeah, I like to try to cover each video that I post, then the prior week. So I'll post one tonight, so next Wednesday will be the one that comes up tonight. And yeah, and then just go over it, try to learn better ways of doing it. If you guys got any ideas or comments or what you think would be better, I pretty much just play the video, which I would imagine most of you have already seen or watched. But yeah, I'm going to change that or figure out how to do that better. And then I make sure that on the next one, I also have all my photo information set up as I export through Lightroom for the live stream, which will make it flow better. So, all right, with that, I will outro. And I thank you guys for watching, and I thank you for subscribing, viewing, hitting the bell, and we'll see you in the next one.